Melvin Rand here playing Farming Simulator 17 on Mills County on the RDAllen Multiplayer Server. Just myself on here at the moment here, and I am still working on Farm 10 here across the road here from the farm, planting some canola here currently. And I'll probably get a hired worker going on this here in a minute. Hired worker planted a good half the field here before he decided to, you know, take a break and quit on us. So just getting him going here, getting him lined back up here again as well. Again, if you don't use GPS to line up your hired worker, it's pretty hard to know if he's perfectly straight. And next thing you know, you'll have your hired worker going at a slight angle and, yeah, kind of messing up your field. So anyway, since the last episode here, what have we done? I've been doing just odds and ends on here. I did replant field 32 in cotton, so I got another field of cotton here. Again, I think it was the last episode we were selling the cotton there. We made pretty good money off the cotton. It wasn't terrible anyway. At least if I would have remembered to go on seller all the times I sold it, we would have made better money. But I think a total of 11 bales of cotton off this field. So not great, but, you know, 11 bales. And they sell for, I think it was at 30, somewhere around 30,000 a piece per bale. And, of course, the nice thing about that is the price doesn't really drop drastically like it does with some of the other, you know, if you sell wheat or barley or something like that. The price doesn't drop with the cotton bales, so that's pretty nice. Also, since last episode, we tried to do some cleanup on the server here, and I notice it's still somewhat laggy here yet. Oof. I was actually getting close to 50 frames on the on here last night, and of course I'm using maxed out settings here, so technically I probably should really like turn it down just a little bit so it wouldn't lag so much. The recording here definitely doesn't help it none. Yeah, there now we're getting 30. See, 30 is okay. Yeah, get down to 20, then we're gonna start to, boy, not so nice. Oh, okay, so where am I at here? Got field 31 that needs to be planted as well. Double check. I don't think it needs to be plowed. No, it does not. Also, I picked up field 30. I don't remember if I showed that on screen here or not. But we got field 30, and it has peanuts on it. So I'd hopefully want to get into that here. Hopefully this episode, maybe we'll see once. I want to start getting this field here planted first, though. That's kind of want to get that going. Then we'll maybe see once about the peanuts. Let's see, and I'm going to go with soybeans. Actually, is that the right soybeans? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Again, with this map, whoever did this map changed out the type of soybeans that were on here. So it's not the standard in-game soybeans. They're different. I don't know what's different, why they're different, why the mod author did that. I don't know. Not sure. Again, this is the Cotton Country version of Mills County. So it's not the original Mills County. This one's supposed to be, as I mentioned before, fixed. It's a fixed version of the fixed version of the original version. If you're following all the fixes and originals and all that good stuff. So, okay. You lined up here. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to plant around a headland here first. Get that going. Pulling it here with the John Deere 9560 RT. And then this, of course, is the DB120 planter. 48 rows of planting goodness here. And just a reminder here again as well, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers, again, you are welcome to do so. That information is in the description below. We just ask that you please join us on TeamSpeak. Again, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Again, rules can be found once you're in TeamSpeak, and all the information for actually joining the Farming Simulator servers can be found in TeamSpeak. That's basically where we keep all the good information there for that stuff. And, of course, we ask that you join us on TeamSpeak. For one thing, that makes communication much, much easier. If you're not on TeamSpeak, it's kind of hard to communicate with all that's going on the servers here, especially when you're playing on a map like this, the way we're playing it. Again, we're playing it in a way that everyone has their own farm, at least until we ran out of farms anyway. We do have a couple farms available yet. I know Farming Simulator 19 is only about a week away, but if you'd like to at least play on a farm for a little bit, we do have a couple farms available at this point. And of course, like I was saying, basically everyone gets their own farm, everyone gets their own equipment. Make sure, you know, when you sell your crops, you go seller so you get the money for your crops. You know, like when I'm selling cotton there, forgetting to go sell there a couple times, that, you know, kind of hurts the bottom line there a little bit. And of course, probably, you know, again, the big news here, Farming Simulator 19. Well, it's not out yet at the time I'm recording this. Less than a week away here. So we're getting close to Farming Simulator 19. I know lots of people have been posting in the comments there, excited about that. Excited to see what's new for Farming Simulator 19. Definitely looking forward to it here myself. Again, that is releasing November 20th. And at least you're in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, per what Giants posted, at least for the PC version of Farming Simulator. It is releasing at 6:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November the 19th. I know some people are asking, well, what's up with that time? That time correlates to midnight UK time, I think it is, or European, midnight European time somewhere. As far as I know, it's probably like where Giants is located. So midnight where Giants is located on the 20th. So pretty much just figure out whatever time zone it is for you, and that is when it will be releasing. To my understanding, again, Giants posted the official when certain copies or versions of Farming Simulator 19 will be releasing. They posted that. I think it was either Facebook or Twitter or on the website as well. So make sure you check that out if you're curious. But console versions, I believe, are releasing midnight local time is what they said. So whatever midnight local time for you is, that is apparently when it will be releasing. And just a reminder, too, here, stay tuned over on Twitch as well. We'll definitely be live streaming lots of Farming Simulator 19 content here. So make sure you're following and or subscribing over there as well. Helper D has stopped. Oh, great. Helper on the other side has ran out, I suppose. And also just an update here, too, for the Farming Simulator 19 servers. Again, we'll plan on running 3 Farming Simulator 19 servers. At least for starters here, we're going to just run each one of the stock maps. So basically, 3 maps that are coming with Farming Simulator 19. We'll put a map up on each server. Probably won't be a whole lot of mods right off the bat, of course. But once we start getting out some good mods, we'll definitely be putting some mods on the various servers. And, of course, at least for myself personally, one mod in particular I'm hoping will be out is one I'm using right now. And no, it's not the tractor and it's not the planter. And just a reminder here, too, again, if you'd like to get your own Farming Simulator 19 server, or even, you know, if you want Farming Simulator 17 servers yet, make sure you check out the link in the description there again for Nitrado. Again, Nitrado will be sponsoring a server here for Farming Simulator 19. So thanks to them for doing that. And yeah, if you're interested in your own server, like I said, definitely check out the link in the description there. Okay, I'll turn around here. Yeah, see, exactly. This is what I was talking about with GPS. You can be off by just a little bit with a hired worker and not readily apparent. The next thing you know, your hired worker's off at a slight angle there. Again, that's why I'm definitely making use of GPS here, even with hired workers. Is actually the... I guess that is the sunset over there, I guess. Like a weird place for the sun to be setting. Let's see, that would be... Yeah, that'd be kind of like the south corner of the map there. Weird. Yeah, am I thinking this wrong here, everyone? Shouldn't the sun kind of be setting over there? Or is that just maybe the sun is setting over there and we got some extra light? Now, that definitely looks like where the sun is setting over there, doesn't it? Because, yeah, the sun, it seems like it should set over there, not in the southeast corner, I believe that is. Southwest corner, maybe. Oh, well. Interesting. Okay, we'll see if we can read some comments here a moment. Ryan Z was saying Alice Chalmers. I'm assuming he wants to see or hoping to see Alice Chalmers in Farming Simulator 19. I have not heard any mention at all of Alice Chalmers in Farming Simulator 19. You know, again, it's kind of one of those brands that doesn't really exist anymore, so I'm not sure how that would work out. They don't make Alice Chalmers tractors anymore. Jeremy was asking, where did you get the blue silo that produces liquid fertilizer? Because that's the one I'm lacking and looking for. That is part of the BD fertilizer pack there. The BD pack comes with a bunch of the other silos there as well, making fuel, and I think there's one for making seed and fertilizer in that pack as well. They're a little bit different than the version I typically use, but there is a seed and fertilizer maker in the BD pack. Uh, 13 Dixie Fried was saying 7 days left, and finishing this map took 70 episodes plus a few live streams and a little bit of off-screen time, and it all worked out close to perfect. Yes, it did. He's talking about Welker Farms there. Again, we finished up Welker Farms basically just before Farming Simulator 19 has released. Speaking of which, finishing off Welker Farms, for those of you wondering what I plan on doing, we'll probably just fill in the time of Mills County here, I think. We'll just play a little extra Mills County again, rather enjoying this map here myself so far. So, not going to complain, you know, if we play a little more on here. And as I was mentioning there, the last episode on Welkers there as well, the end of the well, actually, I don't remember when I mentioned it, but I mentioned it in the episode there. We'll hopefully see if we can round up Thomas McConsole as well, and we'll kind of do a wrap-up video here at some point, live stream probably. Wrap-up live stream on that. And just see what's where the both of us ended up at. SC Rutland Farmer was asking, have you played on the Upper Mississippi River Valley map? I have not. That is actually one of the maps I always wanted to get to here for Farming Simulator 17. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. So, and unfortunately, that map, as far as I know, it still has quite a few issues with it. So I guess we're not missing out on the lag too much with that map. Okay, let me go fix and fill up the other hired worker here a minute. Wow, he didn't make it very far at all, did he? Yep, he is out of seed. Okay. Of course, one of the things here with the multiplayer server, not really a problem, but, you know, from the last time I was on till now, you can see the rest of the field has obviously grown at this point. just, you know, the way it is with a multiplayer server here. Time only progresses when somebody's on. That's actually a question we've been asked before. What goes on with the time if no one's on? Does time stop? Yes, there is actually a setting you can change with that. You can have the server set so it's always progressing time. That's not how we play, though. It is set so time stops if nobody's on. So if nobody's on, time is not progressing. So you can see, obviously, since the last time I was on, people have been on, and time has progressed to the point that my crops are ready to harvest there, at least the ones I was planting since the last time I was on. Joseph was saying you should make a video of selling everything on Welker Farms. I mentioned this here last episode. Do you folks really want to watch a video of selling equipment on Welker Farms? Because I don't know about you folks, but that sounds incredibly boring. Because, I mean, you're just going to sit in the shop and just click sell. I mean, what's the point? I know basically every time I wrap up a series... Actually, you know what? I think I got to back up for this, don't I? There we go. Yeah, because the cedar portion on this actually fills, not the actual tank on the back. Anyway, back to that comment there. Basically, every time I wrap up a map or a series, it seems like I'm always asked, hey, you should sell all your equipment. Sell all your equipment. Sell all your equipment. Which, to be honest, I've never gotten the point of why sell my equipment. What does that prove? You know, again, like I've said, it sounds incredibly boring to me to sit in this screen and look, sell, sell, sell. That's literally all you folks would see. I mean, just sell, sell, sell. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good video to me, but if that's what you folks want to see, we can definitely do that. Like I said, it seems rather pointless, but... All right, again. Fill the cedar, not the tank. I haven't actually tried it, but as far as I know, you could completely get rid of the tank on the back here, and the cedar would still function, just the way the mod author made it. The fill is actually held by the cedar here, not the tank. So the tank on this mod is completely worthless, and simply just a pretty object to look at. SC Rutland Farmer was saying, I hope the big buds come over to 19. That is a good point. We have not seen those in 19 yet, have we? Joseph was saying, instead of making a new series, just continue an old one for the rest of the time while you're waiting for Farming Simulator 19. Well, as I was just saying a moment ago, I think we'll just play some more Welker Farms. SC Rutland Farmer was saying that John Deere mods need to come out quick in 19. The only reply I have to that is why, though, because, I mean, you're going to have quite a few John Deere tractors in the game already. Mind you, they're probably going to be more European looking, so that I can see definitely maybe having some more American looking modded versions of the tractors that are currently in the game. Also, just to address a lot of the questions surrounding that, did get several people asking, you know, are there going to be any older John Deere tractors in the game? To which don't know the answer to that at this point, but they have not released any yet, so I'm guessing no. If you notice, Farming Simulator doesn't put a whole lot of older tractors in the game. Most of the tractors in the games here are newer. I mean, there are a few older ones, you know, the New Holland, the Case. I'm not sure about some of the foreign brands in the game here, not if some of those are older, but most of the tractors in the game are newer. And that's actually a question I've been asked too. You know, how soon will mods be coming out from Farming Simulator 19? You know, we need mods, and all that good stuff. I'm sure it won't take long for mods to come out for Farming Simulator 19. In fact, I'm sure day one we'll probably start seeing mods for Farming Simulator 19. Might take a little bit longer than that to get some good quality mods, but I'm sure it won't take long to actually get any. My only question with that is, why is everyone so excited to have mods in 19? I mean, you got 300 pieces of new equipment that are in the game you can use for starters. Other than missing, a few essentials like GPS, it's not like you don't have new equipment to try. What do you need mods for right away? Okay, I'm going to shift GPS over here just a little bit. And we'll hire a worker. Nathan Ping was saying, hope they have case harvesters. Yes, that is a good point. Have not seen any case harvesters in Farming Simulator 19 yet. Not, again, to say there won't be any, just they haven't announced any yet. And he was also mentioning there's no John Deere equipment either, which, yes, another good point. There is no John Deere equipment in Farming Simulator 19. John Deere equipment DLC, anyone? Just a theory, not saying that's what's going to happen, but that seems like a good theory there, you know. If they don't have any equipment in the game, that would definitely probably make for a good DLC, I'm sure. Brad was saying need McDon headers in FS19. Nephi was saying wrong Xbox pre-order digital in my area November 19 at 10 p.m. Well, that would directly contradict what Giants has officially released. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying based on what Giants has officially released, console versions of Farming Simulator 19 will be releasing midnight local time. I believe that is their exact wording they have said. So, midnight local time. Which I don't quite get that one, but whatever. I think they'd just release it all the same time everywhere, but I don't know if that, I guess that's not the way it works. I don't know. Brian was also saying I should sell on Welker Farms. Again, I don't get the excitement for a video like that. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. I don't get why you folks want to sit in the sell screen and just watch equipment being sold. I mean, we kind of went through it and looked at it. That to me is a little more exciting than selling it. But again, if that's what you folks want to see, we can definitely do a video on that. Victory was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Kentucky Farmer was saying the new 9250, that's a case, by the way. Case 9250 would be awesome in Farming Simulator 19. Again, no information on case combines in 19 yet. Andrew was saying, get in FS19. I can't wait. Like a kid on Christmas Day opening presents. Nice. Nick was saying, I would like your save games for Welker Farm along with the course play courses. I will have to see what I can do about that. I should be able to zip those up. Just keep in mind, if you do want or need or want the save game, in order for it to function properly and show all the equipment I have, you have to have the exact same mods that I do. That's very unlikely you'll have that. The save game should still work. You just won't see all the equipment that I have unless you have the exact same version. Oh, yes. Look at all that lovely cotton over there waiting to be harvested. And hopefully next episode we'll get into some peanuts, by the way. Again, I got the field over there basically on the other side of those trees that are waiting to be harvested. I got the peanut harvesters lined up ready to go. Yeah, one more headland here, and I should be able to hire a worker at this point. Just want to get one more headland on the other side of the field there. This side of the field, not too worried about it. Should have plenty of room to turn around. Or at least the hired worker should, anyway. Not saying it will, so you never know with them hired workers nowadays. Kentucky Farmer was saying 18 rows on 20-inch centers is a 30-foot header in real life, and then 8 rows on 30-inch centers would be 20 foot in real life. Again, I pointed this out in the equipment videos. For those who didn't see that, released the final Farming Simulator or pre-Farming Simulator 19 equipment video anyway. And yes, they have a John Deere corn header in the game there. Actually, they got 2 of them. They have an 8-row, which is on 30-inch centers, which is fairly normal. As far as I know, most farmers still operate on 30-inch centers yet. Well, how common 20 inches yet, but most farmers, like I said, I think as far as I know, are on 20-inch or on 30-inch. So a standard 8-row header there. And then they have a slightly larger, and I only say slightly because it is a 18-row, which you're thinking, wow, 8 to 18. 18 is a lot of rows. But it is, but it's 18-row with 20-inch centers, most likely. So yeah, interesting they would actually even include a header like that. I don't quite understand why they would do that. Obviously, in real life, for those who are not familiar with corn, corn is planted in rows that are typically spaced... Oh, I just ran out of seed. Typically spaced 30 inches apart. And as far as I know, the planter we're using here, even though we're planting soybeans, is planting soybeans in rows that are 30 inches apart. Now, with soybeans, it doesn't matter. You just use a draper head. Yeah, basically a head like that. Grain table there to harvest soybeans, so it doesn't matter what or where the rows are. But with corn, you typically match up your rows to your header width. So if you're using 30-inch rows, you want a header. We need seed, right? You need a header that is based on 30-inch as well. So why a 20-inch spacing in Farming Sim? I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense to me. Wonder if they're going to have any headers or planters in the game that would be that way as well then. And if they do, is there a difference? I'm guessing, you know, the way Farming Simulator mechanics are, probably not, but... as far as I know, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to narrowing up the space in between your rows, obviously the idea is you can plant a lot more rows of corn on a field that are spaced at 20 inches versus 30 inches. Therefore, in theory, increasing your yield. This only works, though, as far as I know, when you got ground that is good enough for it and area that has enough water for it. Michael was saying looking forward to 19. Denver was saying that 5-row header might be for the small roads in Europe to get a bit more space. Yes, that was our assumption as well. Not sure on that, but that was our assumption. Yeah, 5-row corn header. That is really odd size. Okay, everyone, and looking at the time here, it looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Reminder again, if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers here, again, that information is in the description below. We just ask that you please join us on TeamSpeak. So again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and till next time.